You're not that big.
What was he doing?
Trying to sneeze.
Conspiracy theories often capture people's imaginations. Although some may seem improbable or absurd, others are based on true people and true events. Lord Lucan is one such story. He is a British aristocrat during the 1970s, and the extraordinary circumstances surrounding his disappearance still leave people wondering many questions today. Lord Lucan is thought to be a murderer, but with his disappearance, the full truth has never been exposed, and people are left to speculate his guilt, innocence, and whether or not he is alive or dead. The assault of his wife and murder of their nanny led to his disappearance. Stories like these have always intrigued me, and conspiracy theories are always very interesting. Today I'm going to show you, I'm going to preview all the evidence surrounding this, as well as both Lady Lucan and Lord Lucan's side of the stories, as well as the documented events of that evening. To start off, I'll give you a little background. Lord Lucan was a British aristocrat in the 1970s. He started to get into some serious gambling problems and created a massive amount of debt. I'm going to now go over the evidence for you. All this evidence has been cross-referenced with both biography.com and Laura Thompson, who is an investigative journalist who writes for the Daily Mail in the United Kingdom. So it really starts with Lady and Lord Lucan's divorce in 1973. Then a year later, November 8th, 1974, their nanny was murdered and Lady Lucan was assaulted. During this time, Lady Lucan escaped from the man who was supposedly assaulting her and ran to a bar nearby. She immediately claimed that it was Lord Lucan who had done this act. After this time, Lord Lucan was documented as calling his mother and telling her she needs to come to the house to pick up their kids because there was catastrophe that happened. He then drove his friend's car to another friend's estate, the Maxwell Scotts. This was the last known place that he was ever seen. He claimed his innocence. He left a letter and he told the Maxwell Scotts that it was not him who committed this atrocity. He said he was walking by his old house and noticed a struggle happening in the staircase, so he ran in, and that's when the assailant fled. He then took Lady Lucan upstairs and started tending to her wounds when she ran away screaming bloody murder, and identified Lord Lucan as the assailant. Now this does hold some merit, and he also claims that Lady Lucan was not in a very good mental state, which is also well documented. She had multiple stays in psychiatric institutions, as well as she now is estranged from all of her children, and they all stayed because of her mental state. He then left the Maxwell Scott residence and was never seen again. Sorry, 1 second. There are many theories that now surround the Lucan mystery. The most popular theory is that he drove off and committed suicide. He jumped off a rocky ledge into the ocean, which is why the body was never able to be found. The second conspiracy is that he's still alive today. Numerous documentation has been provided, and he has supposedly been seen in Africa, Holland, and Nigeria. All these, and the reason that people think that he is still alive today is because his car was found within 3 miles of a private airfield, and it's thought to believe that his aristocrat friends back in the 1970s helped him flee the country so he would not be prosecuted. Now I've given you the evidence and the facts surrounding this story, and now it's really up to you to decide what you believe. This is a true conspiracy theory, and it really lets you decide what you want to see. Is he alive, dead? Is he guilty, innocent? It's up to you. Thank you.
Never press record, dude.